Imagine for a moment that right now, music is playing inside you. Not the kind that streams through your headphones or plays on the radio, but your own personal symphony, the rhythm of your soul, the melody of your essence. Each of us carries this inner soundtrack, yet we rarely pause to listen, drowning it out with daily worries, external noise, and the voices of others demanding our attention. Today, you'll have the chance to truly hear it for the first time. We're about to embark on an extraordinary psychological journey, a test that will reveal your inner archetypes with remarkable precision. All you need to do is choose one musical instrument. Yes, just a simple image, yet your choice is far from random. Carl Gustav Jung taught us that the unconscious always expresses itself through symbols. Today, music becomes that symbol, a bridge between your conscious mind and the hidden depths of your psyche. Musical instruments are not merely wood, metal, and strings. They are embodied states of the soul, each carrying its own archetypal energy. The piano represents power and multifaceted experience, a grand symphony of life itself. The violin is the voice of the heart, trembling, fragile, yet incredibly powerful in its vulnerability. The guitar embodies simplicity and warmth, the energy of friendship and authentic moments shared. The flute is the breath of spirit, purity, and the eternal quest for harmony. And the drum is the pulse of life itself, primal force, connection to the earth, and the rhythm of the universe. But which of these voices resonates with you? Which instrument mirrors your inner world at this very moment? Trust your intuition. Don't analyze. Simply allow your unconscious to guide you. Sometimes that instant response, that immediate recognition, reveals your deepest truth. This test isn't about chance. It's about your unique depth, your hidden architecture. What you choose will tell more than dozens of psychological questionnaires or hours of conversation ever could. This is a mirror reflecting not just your strengths, but also your shadows and your destiny. So settle in, prepare to listen not with your ears, but with your heart. And get ready. Today you will hear the music of your soul, and perhaps you'll finally understand what you've been searching for all along. If your choice fell on the piano, this reveals profound truths about who you are. This instrument is not merely a musical object, it's a symbol of grandeur, accumulated experience, and inner depth that commands respect. The piano is impossible to ignore. Wherever it stands, it draws the eye and makes the entire space resonate with its presence. Your personality operates the same way. Your energy is the energy of symphony, complex, layered, rich with emotional depth. You don't limit yourself to simple melodies. Your inner world is filled with nuances, halftones, harmonies, and dramatic pauses that speak volumes. Within you coexist multiple states: wisdom alongside childlike wonder, passion tempered by cool reason, thunderous joy balanced by quiet melancholy. You understand that life doesn't divide into black and white. It's painted in countless shades of gray, and this understanding makes you someone others can truly trust. People sense that beside you, they can experience the full spectrum of human emotion without fear of judgment. You won't turn away or condemn. You'll accept and understand because you've traveled through those emotional landscapes yourself. But this strength comes at a cost. To sound like a piano, you've weathered countless storms. Each difficulty added a new chord, a new color to your emotional palette. You've learned to endure the pauses, to wait for the right moment, and to resist the pressure of rushing.
This patience reveals your wisdom. You know that sometimes silence carries more weight than any words, and a well-timed action can alter the entire course of a life. The piano can be a soloist, and likewise, you're capable of leadership. When necessary, all eyes turn to you. Your words carry weight and conviction. Your energy captivates and inspires. But equally important to you is the ability to support others from the background. Just as a piano in an orchestra can create the foundation for an entire piece, you know how to become a pillar of strength for those you love, helping them flourish. There's no room for superficiality in your life. You don't play short, disposable tunes or waste yourself on trivialities. You live as though every decision is part of a grand symphony. You build foundations, think years ahead, and that's precisely why many see you as a central figure, someone around whom entire systems can be built, whether family, career, or community. But within this power lies a shadow. The piano demands space, respect, and special treatment. Sometimes your depth may seem too heavy to others, your seriousness excessive. But this isn't coldness, it's focus. You don't squander energy carelessly. You conserve it for truly important moments, for the crescendos that matter. As Jung wrote, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." Your choice of piano acknowledges that you have become something greater than the sum of your experiences. You are harmony, forged from experience and strength, an entire world of emotions and meaning gathered into one magnificent melody.
If your heart chose the violin, this speaks to the extraordinary depth of your soul. Violin is a delicate, refined instrument, yet simultaneously incredibly powerful. It can sound tender and trembling, or it can tear at the soul with sharp, piercing notes. Your inner world operates the same way. You live on the frequency of pure feeling, perceiving this world through your heart rather than logic alone. Your gift is authenticity. You can spot falseness from a mile away and cannot tolerate superficiality or lies. People may smile, pretend, and wear masks, but you sense their true emotions beneath the surface. Your sensitivity is both blessing and burden. It's a gift that allows you to penetrate to the very depths of the human soul. You can hear pain where others notice nothing, and feel joy where others remain indifferent. But this gift demands its price. The violin requires special care, just as your soul does. Rudeness, cruelty, aggression, these things shatter your inner resonance. In toxic atmospheres, you wither like a neglected instrument, losing your voice and strength. You need to surround yourself with beauty, authenticity, and warmth, because only in such environments do you truly blossom. Your power lies in your ability to transform pain. Just as the violin transforms the simple friction of bow against string into enchanting melody, you can transform your wounds and struggles into wisdom, compassion, and creative expression. You don't run from pain. You learn to live through it and find meaning within it. That's precisely why your inner voice has the power to heal others. People are drawn to you in moments of despair because they know you'll understand without words. There's often a gentle melancholy in your life, a luminous sadness, but this isn't weakness or depression. It's a special state of soul, an understanding that joy and sorrow always walk hand in hand, and this makes life precious. You can see light even in the darkest moments. Jung said that a happy life is impossible without shadow, and you embody this truth. You don't strive for loud fame or flashy external brilliance. Your greatness lies in intimacy, closeness, and the ability to truly be present with another person. For a violin to sound, it must be held close to the shoulder, close to the heart. Similarly, you only open yourself in trust, in deep connection. To the crowd, you may seem too quiet or withdrawn, but for those who've truly stood beside you, you become a source of incredible strength and inspiration. Your melody is the melody of the heart, not loud, not triumphant, but it moves people to tears because it contains truth, and those who've heard it once will never forget.
If your subconscious chose the guitar, know that your soul resonates with warmth, authenticity, and beautiful simplicity. The guitar isn't an instrument for grand concert halls or pretentious performances. It belongs where campfires glow, where friends gather, where comfort and trust reign. And this perfectly reflects your personality. You are a person of heart, a natural center of gravity. Wherever you are, community forms, and an atmosphere of closeness and friendship is born. Your melody is simple, but within this simplicity lies immense power. You don't complicate life unnecessarily. Instead, you treasure the simplest joys, genuine laughter, conversations that stretch until dawn, warm embraces, and the reliable presence of true friends. The guitar is portable. You can take it anywhere. It sounds equally perfect in the mountains, on the beach, or in a small apartment kitchen. Similarly, you're not bound by circumstances. You know how to feel at home in any setting, whether an elegant restaurant or a rain-soaked tent. What matters isn't the walls around you, but the people beside you. This is your freedom, your lightness, your inner strength. You don't chase loud fame or try to prove anything to anyone. You don't need fanfare or spotlights. Your value isn't in external trappings, but in the light you radiate. You live for moments, not for show. That's precisely why people feel authentic around you. You're that friend beside whom others can be themselves without fear of judgment. The guitar teaches improvisation. It doesn't demand strict sheet music. Just a few chords are enough to birth music. Likewise, you adapt to life's rhythm, respond easily to change, and find joy in every moment, even imperfect ones. You're a master of being here and now. Your philosophy is simple, yet brilliant. Happiness isn't in possessions, it's in people. Your melody is the melody of friendship and sincerity. It lacks complex harmonies, but that's precisely why it sinks straight into the soul. You're that person others find easy and joyful to be around. With you, silence feels like understanding. Laughter comes from the heart, and conversations touch on what truly matters. The 6 strings of the guitar symbolize your 6 life principles: honesty, loyalty, humor, simplicity, acceptance, and love. You don't search for a 7th string because you know these 6 are enough for a harmonious and happy life. And most importantly, your energy brings warmth. Just as guitar music fills a space with coziness, your presence creates an atmosphere of safety and belonging. You're like the soft glow of a lamp in the night around which people gather to feel at home.
If your subconscious chose the flute, know that your soul resonates with lightness, purity, and transcendence. The flute isn't about grand orchestras or dramatic crescendos. Its music evokes wind rustling through treetops, a mountain stream murmuring over stones, or the morning song of birds. It's the voice of someone who has learned to exist in harmony with themselves and the world. You've moved beyond earthly passions and the race for material possessions. What troubles many, money, status, others' opinions, no longer occupies your center. Your heart seeks meaning, stillness, and inner balance. You can rise above the chaos of everyday life and see existence from a bird's eye view. This isn't cold indifference, quite the opposite. This elevated perspective births true wisdom and clarity. The flute is hollow inside, and it's precisely this emptiness that makes it an instrument. Similarly, by releasing unnecessary burdens from your past, grudges, fears, regrets, you've become a conduit for something greater. Life energy flows through you, and your task isn't to distort it, but to let it sound freely. This makes you someone whose presence naturally calms others. Your voice is clear and gentle, yet it possesses a power that can pierce through any noise. You can calm an anxious person with a single word, or even just your presence. You don't need to offer lengthy advice or persuade anyone. Your energy itself acts like meditation. People sense that beside you, they can release what's unnecessary and find a point of peace within themselves. You live in a state of lightness, but this isn't superficiality. Behind it lies tremendous inner work. You've learned to release situations you cannot change, people who aren't meant to walk further with you, and thoughts that drag you down. You've freed space for the present, and now your life sounds pure, like a flute that needs only one breath to fill the world with music. Sometimes you may seem otherworldly, too calm or detached, but that's only because you exist in a different dimension where harmony matters more than hustle. You're the person who sees depth where others see only surface. You seek truth, not entertainment. In mythology, the flute is often associated with nature deities and shepherds of souls. This is your archetype too. You don't lead through force, you don't demand or impose, you simply play your melody. And those who are ready come to its call on their own. You inspire through example and help others awaken. Your music is the breath of soul, a gentle current connecting earth and sky, and those who once hear it will never forget its purity.
You've made your choice. Perhaps it was the piano, symbol of experience and maturity, or the violin, voice of the heart that touches the deepest chambers of the soul. Maybe your spirit chose the guitar, simple and sincere as a fireside conversation among friends. Or perhaps your inner voice revealed itself as the flute, pure breath of spirit and harmony. Whichever instrument resonated with you, know this: it wasn't random. It's a reflection of your subconscious, that layer of personality rarely visible in daily routine. Each musical instrument in this test represents an archetype, a metaphor for how your soul sounds. Jung taught that our task isn't to become perfect, but to become whole. When we contemplate these symbols, piano, violin, guitar, flute, we're gazing into a mirror that reflects not our face, but our inner world. The piano teaches us to embrace life's complexity, to perceive its subtle shades, to understand that every chord contains both light and shadow. The violin reminds us that sensitivity isn't weakness, but a strength capable of transforming pain into beauty. The guitar reveals that life's greatest treasures are simple human moments: friendship, love, laughter. The flute calls us towards spiritual purity, lightness, and the ability to channel something greater than ourselves. But most importantly, this test isn't about labeling you. It doesn't say, you're only this, or you must be that. No, this is an invitation to dialogue with yourself, an opportunity to hear that inner music that's always been playing within you. You've simply rarely stopped to listen. Think about why this particular instrument resonated within you. Perhaps because you're already living in its rhythm, or maybe the opposite, because your soul hungers for these qualities and wants you to finally allow yourself to express them. Our choices always reveal slightly more than we expect. Now that you've seen your result, try not merely to agree or disagree with it. Take it as a key to yourself. Consider where in your life this music already plays, where it supports you, and where perhaps you're still muting it, afraid to hear the truth. Remember, your instrument isn't just your personal melody. It's part of life's great orchestra,
Each of us sounds differently, and it's precisely in this diversity that harmony is born. You might be a soloist, an accompanist, or simply play in rhythm with others, but your sound is unique. No one else can play it the way you do. So trust this choice. Allow yourself to sound. Allow yourself to be heard. And perhaps right now, the very melody is being born within you that will transform not only your life, but inspire others as well. Now it's your turn. Write in the comments which instrument your soul chose. And most importantly, did the description match your inner sense of self? Share this, because in every response we hear new notes of our collective orchestra. And don't forget to thank your inner voice. It's always beside you. All you need is sometimes fall silent and listen to its music.